And let's have a little bit look at how the day has gone for the riders in the Amgen Tour of California. It all started at the new start town of Nevada City. They didn't know till this morning it was going to host the start, and yet the crowds really did turn out. This was our start town a year ago on the very first day. World champion Thor Hushovd smiles. A little bit chilly at the start, but certainly not a hint of snow. It's all behind the riders sitting on top of the Donner Pass. At the start, the riders rolling away, having paid homage in a minute's silence after the loss of Wouter Weland, who was killed in the Giro d'Italia last week. And then the riders were leaving Nevada City, a historic, real American town. And it's Nevada City, California, by the way, not the state of Nevada, which is just up the road. Riders getting underway, as always, in the big stage race. Plenty of attacks coming early on to try and break up the pack. The leaders of the peloton just mentally logging who is pushing the pace, who is launching attack, and deciding whether they can go. This was the early breakaway. Got away, got 30 seconds, got caught. Then the breakaway did get away. Laszlo Bedrogi, nearest camera here. James Driscoll of Jamie Sutter Home, who comes from Jericho, Vermont. Timon Suber from the NetApp team from Germany. And Ben Jacques Maines, the pistol rider from Watsonville, California. We'll call him the local man in the breakaway. And then the Team Sky started to set about reducing a lead that went over 5 minutes, because they were thinking of delivering Ben Swift to the finish. But first of all, they had to use their power to wipe out the lead. Well, that 5 minutes came down to nothing, literally in the streets of Sacramento, before the riders went through the finishing line to start the last 3 laps of the city. The last one was a defiant gesture here by Ben Jacques Maines, to try and show his family on the finish line that he was still out in front, but they swept him up. Nice dry roads here, but it wasn't to stay that way. No sooner they started the finishing circuits and the rain came down, believe it or not. Then we started the lead out for the final sprint. The boys in black are the men from Team Sky. Matthew Heyman digging deep here first of all. And the last 2 riders were Greg Henderson and the last man in black and white, Ben Swift. At 1 kilometre to go, sharp left turn on very, very slippery roads, and then they launched for the finish. It seemed a formality, and then there was a rider diving. I think it's Matty Goss going for goal on the left of our picture. They became a little bit disorganised, Team Sky, on the right, but in the end, Ben Swift came with a late rush. That was Lakem trying to get the victory here, but Ben Swift was too quick. As he came up to the line here, he got what was his 5th win of the year, and Team Sky kept control to the very end. Terrific sprint, but how fast did he have to be to get from so far back to win the day? Shades of Mark Cavendish there, who won on this very same finishing line last year in the opening day, and that also came down from Nevada City. The centre picture there is JJ Haido, who's won 5 stages in history of the Tour of California, but today 5th place only for him. Matty Heyman saying well done to Ben Swift as they crossed the line. There's the result for you. A quick ride today, inside 3 hours for the distance. Ben Swift beating Peter Sagan. Matthew Goss in 3rd place. Kevin Lakem hanging on for 4th. And Juan Jose Haido getting the 5th place. All of the riders finishing in the same time today, but Swift will be the first leader. Thor Hushovd, the world champion, in 7th place. Taylor Phinney, a terrific sprint by Taylor, in 8th. Oscar Freire, 3 times a world champion in the past, 9th. A bit further down for you, Henderson hanging on for 11 after leading out swiftly. Robert Forster, former stage winner of the Tour de France, 13th. Michael Matthews, Bling, the under-23 world champion, in 14th place there. Chris Horner, a lot of people talking about Chris as a man for the final overall, down in 1,000 notes. Watch out, he's 16th on the day in the sprint.